saying anything that'll get his music listeners. Self-proclaimed Gen Z Eminem, apparently.
Gen Z Eminem?
Genuinely thinks he's attractive. Bruh, somebody kick him out of the city.
Jesus.
What the hell even is this?
Damn, bro. Everybody hates him. Oh, my God. Guys, what the fuck?
Guys, what the
Take him to Detroit. No!
Talk about birds of the same feather.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, Baby No Backbone over here was pandering so hard to the leftist crowd, and they caught him.
Trans rights or human rights, Trans Visibility Day. Oh, this is another one. He said the same thing again. So, wait. Okay, so let me get this straight. So you said the same thing twice, and the first time you said it, you got a bunch of likes, and then this time you said it, it was on like, it's like polymorph, right? Like the first polymorph lasts for 10 seconds, the second one only lasts for 5. The first trans rights only gets 234,000, the second one only gets 111, right? I mean, at this point, by fucking November or so, I don't even think it's gonna be worth tweeting about trans rights. It was on DR, bro. Shit was on DR, damn.
I'm saying the N-word. It's a GG Busta. A word I would never say, by the way.
I've never said the N-word in my life.
All right, Baby No Money being a racist. What's
Never
new?
said it.
As a white guy living in the suburbs, I could let this slide, but wait.
I don't think anybody really cares about somebody using the N-word in a rap. I'm gonna just be honest. Like, nobody actually gives a shit about that. Like, people might pretend to get mad about it, but, like, there's nobody that actually, like, really gets offended over this.
There's more. Released under his SoundCloud in 2019. To check out this thread for why Baby No Money should not be supported. Maybe he just cosplayed a black guy, and even then, I think that cosplay would get much.
You gotta understand. Like, I don't even think that's bad. I mean, like, he played WoW. Like, Baby No Money played WoW, and he played Diablo 2. Like, of course he said the N-word. Like, I mean, damn. Like, what's wrong with that? Shit, I mean, like, you basically, like, that might as well just be your password to log into Classic.
Less hate.
Whoa! Is that blackface, dude?
Anyway, let's check out this thread for why Baby No Money shouldn't be supported. First off, he would have been a grown-ass man who should have known the implication of saying the N-word by 2019.
If you say the N-word 3 times, it's like Beetlejuice. It brings back slavery. You can't do that. And he said it 4 times. I guess that's why we bombed someplace in Africa, right? Of course.
Still, time isn't an apology. We still doing this in Big 26? I tell you all, no black person cares about the N-word unless they're a nerd who wears glasses.
Now it seemed like a lot of the...
I think that, I do think that black people, like, definitely, like, it probably does feel weird to have white people saying that, because there are people that say it in a way that is derogatory, right? It's like, it's weird. Like, they do, but I think it's obvious whenever somebody said, it's the intent, right? It's obviously the intent. Like, you've got some, like, for example, like, if you have some, like, a 90-pound, can I say wigger? I think I can say wigger. I mean, I can say bigger, right? So, like, I think I can say wigger. If you have some 90-pound wigger in, like, a fucking 4XL t-shirt, and he's sitting there with his hat on sideways, it's cultural appropriation. Yeah, I don't know. I did. And so, anyway, I guess we'll find out in a couple of days. So, my point is that, like, nobody gets offended over that, right? But, like, whenever you have somebody that's saying it and they're trying to be racist about it, it's like any other racial term, right? It's like calling somebody a monkey. It's different if you're calling a white person versus a black person a monkey. It's just different. Culturally, it's different. And I think it's obvious whenever somebody's trying to be racist, and it's obvious whenever they're trying to just talk. And I think that there's so much dishonesty that happens in environments where people pretend like one person is trying to do one, but the other. So yeah, on Rumble, yeah, no, I mean, like, really, the thing is that here's the problem. A lot of people don't talk about this shit the way that I do. I just say it. I just say it. And I think that honestly, we would be in such a better place if more people talked like I did about it. Because like you can never actually talk about the intricacies of like these racial politics at all. Because the moment that you do, everybody's got their guard up because they're performing. Everybody now is performing. They're trying to act like, oh, I can't talk like this. I can't say this. Like, I want people to know that I'm not like this. Nah, bro. Like, I say it the way I think it is. That's it. I say it the way it is. Anybody thinks I'm racist out of their fucking mind. So if they think that, they crazy. Fuck them. Who cares? What you're saying is very true. People are going to take this out of context, turn it into something to name. Good. I'll look forward to it. That's a new YouTube video for me tomorrow. Go ahead. Go ahead. Do it all you want.
Black guys are like a little softer, like a little bit. Like I saw a black guy with glasses the other day.
My favorite streamer, without indubious question, is Asmongold, baby.
It's like that Migos song, he'd do anything for clout. These weren't even public songs. These were private songs off his SoundCloud, which Baby No Money deleted, and the unemployed people on Reddit ended up finding them. Wait. Baby No Money was 24 years old. No one was being outwardly racist as a trend in 2019. I was.
I'm about to say.
So don't use it as an excuse.
About to say.
A black
My
woman
culture is not your costume.
said he was racist to her in high school, so there's a pattern. Yeah, this dude's irredeemable. A black woman was speaking and he wasn't listening or learning. Let's slide over the N-word and look at something serious. Stealing a cosplay and not crediting. Yes, he finally credited me on Instagram after 13 hours after my call-out reel went viral.
But call-out reel? Oh my god. Why does anybody try to court this type of a community? What's so crazy to me is that why can't you just be based instead? Just be based and funny. Why do you need to put on this performative personality nobody really gives a shit about, nobody wants to have anything to do with? Like, it's just weird, man. It is. Like, just be yourself. Like these weirdos, here's the thing. These weirdos will act like they like you, and then they'll turn on you. You know why? Read their fucking profiles. They got a bunch of mental disorders. They're crazy. They're weird.
It's not credited me on TikTok, whereas copycat TikTok went way more viral than my original TikTok post. Folded like a MacBook and apologized for not crediting. So he finally gave credit just now after people started calling him out on TikTok, but holy shit, he didn't think to credit me on the viral platform first.
They will never be happy with what you do because at the end of the day, people love to bring you up. And there's only one thing they like more than that, and that's when they love to take you down. That is the way it is every single fucking time. Never appease these losers, bro. This is it.
Just the platform I called him out on, he is so performative. Yeah, what gave it away? Pretty shameless, you know, the same caption, the same staging.
Jesus.
Except for some reason he's wearing a thong. The only reason he even gave her credit is because of the, the backlash. Speaking of blacklash,
him and his group of friends was like 4 other guys, I'd say.
Yeah.
And him would walk past me and my friends sometimes and say, "Yo, what up? What up? We out here in the ghetto, we out here in the ghetto, Like, every time.
So she's saying that he would walk by black people and say, "We're in the ghetto with..." Dude, bro. I believe it. I mean, I don't know. Like, that's a lot.
I would walk past them. It would mostly be him.
It would mostly be him.
Those, like, sayings. And then his, like, friends snickering.
You know what? I'd actually believe it. Makes sense why he cropped Asmongold out of his music video. I haven't seen Asmongold rip the N-word. Exploiting social trends. And like,
I never would say that. I've never said the N-word in my life. I've never said it.
gullible trans
Never
people
said
to
that.
promote your music is the most kind of scummy thing you can do.
Yeah.
It's sort of in line with like those corporations putting the Pride Month as their logo and then never doing it, showing they never actually cared.
Yeah.
His intent is getting money and listeners. It's very obvious.
Why now? But if you see somebody who did this thing to you on your TV,
Baby No Money went to my high school and would call me the N-word as I would walk by. This has got to be bullshit, right? Like, the thing is that, I'm going to be real, if this turns out to be true, and this is just the most elaborate grift of all time, and he actually just used to be a based World of Warcraft Andy, and there's a reason he used to watch my streams, and he just switched up, and now people are finding out, I'm going to be honest, like, I think that's kind of funny. I don't think it's necessarily true, but it's a funny accusation.
randomly one day you're like, what?
Now, there's a big difference between just ripping the N-word with your boys and saying it to a black person. That is insane.
Some of my best...
Oh. All right, there's no way he's gonna...
friends are trans.
We could tell. I'm gonna be sick. Like,
Wait. He said we can tell. What did he show? You remember whenever he was trying, look at this, bro. Like, remember whenever he did this? This was just sad, bro. Like, I'm gonna pull this up real quick. Y'all seen it? This is just like, bro, look, bro, like, look at this. Look, real quick. Look at that, bro. Look at that. Look at that, bro. Like, he was really trying. He was holding on to just the little bit. It's like, remember whenever Tim the Tatman had that fucking mohawk, and the mohawk kept going like this? I remember whenever he joined us, our guild in like Classic, right? Like, it was like this. And then by the time BWL came out, it was like this. And then I think that AQ, he was fucking full ass, bro. He was full ass bald. He was. And this shit's gonna happen to me too. It will.
I'm gonna be sick. Like, people were straight up bullying him for this. Baby No Money has been catching heat on the timeline after his viral Leon Kennedy cosplay. This is what Leon would look like if he were gay and on fentanyl. Baby No Money bubble popped. Everybody hating him. I'm free.
Where he said if he get...
God, bro, like, again, there are so many... Like, the internet is all about now, it's all about hating people, shitting on them, finding flaws in them. That's why I think the only creators that are truly transcendent are the ones that everybody knows are pieces of shit. That's why for the years that have gone on, you have people like, again, me, Hassan. Everybody knows Hassan's an asshole, and he just keeps getting more popular. Everybody knows I'm an asshole. I just keep getting more popular. Everybody knows, I don't know, like, let me think, who else, Roy, could you get? Kanye West is an asshole, keeps getting more popular, for sure. That's it.
It's 1 million likes, he will quit music, and he ended up receiving 4 times what he asked for. Then he made a sad post saying he was leaving, and then a month later came back saying it was all a troll.
I love how he got 4.2 million likes for him to quit.
One of which being people think he only follows the current thing at the time or has the safest takes imaginable. An example of this being...
I think that there are a lot of people out there that do this, and I don't think it's unique to... I do think that he... Like, I like Baby No Money, even though he said negative things about me. Like, I don't really care about that. Like, honestly, like, I don't take anything personally. I don't care. Like, I always liked his music. He's fine. Like, I talked to him before. He's a nice guy. So, like, I don't have anything, like, really bad to say. But at the same time, I think that he definitely falls into that category of, like, I'm going to find a thing to say that is going to resonate with this group of safe space people that is going to make them happy, right? And I think that he does that, and he's done that so much, he's DR'd it to where, like, the polymorph ain't even hitting anymore, right? It doesn't even turn him into a sheep, bro. Like, it makes him realize that you're the sheep. And I think that's what happened. Is that, like, you've done this so many times that at this point, people don't trust that you're authentic. That's really, that's what I think has happened. There's a huge segment of people who are in that safe, edgy segment, yeah. And, like, that's the thing is, like, there's a lot of people that they wait, like whenever a big event happens, they will wait to see what the consensus is before they talk about it or they make any statements on it. For me, like, I react to that shit live, and there are some good and some bad things about that. There are, but I wouldn't have it any other way. But a lot of people are afraid to have an opinion that goes against the consensus. I don't want to, like, give names, but I do think Baby No Money has fallen into that trap. Maybe he's become audience captured. Maybe he likes that. I don't know. But, it's definitely I think that definitely he's doing that for sure.
His opinion on AI, as if you didn't know, he is heavily against AI art, and he thinks you should always support and commission real artists.
This dude has talked about AI art so much. The fact that people can't see through this performative nature is insane.
To all the AI art.
It's a form of advertising. That's the reason why he says that. You got to keep that in mind too, is that like he's trying to build his brand and make people like him. And so like he says the thing that's popular so he can have people like him. Like, it's that simple.
Artists in my DMs complaining about the post that I made yesterday, go f yourself.
Whoa, you're so brave, dude. Oh my god, not this dude, bruh. You can't be making this up. Oh, this is deadass a leech. He on whatever is the most popular, like flies on horse. I think Baby No Money hate is way too forced. I get that his music isn't the most complex, but I would much rather support an artist with good morals but makes bad music than an artist who makes good music but has bad morals. What a...
I totally disagree. I completely disagree. I could not disagree more. Also, by the way, here's a really important thing. They won't actually support you. I'm going to give y'all an example. You know what the example is going to be. Everybody knows what it's going to be. We all know what it's going to be. So there's a video game that came out kind of recently. And it got 250,000 wish lists. And the video game basically was such a massive, colossal failure. The developers had to put an update out talking about, the fact that, that they just, I guess, I don't even know what the fuck the update was about. Like, they just made the update. And so people still listen to R. Kelly. Like, I think that really, whenever I knew that cancel culture really didn't matter, is whenever I heard Chris Brown on the radio again. Like, after he basically, like, Chris Brown went fucking, like, just crazy on Rihanna, beat the shit out of Rihanna, and he's back on the radio. I mean, that's it. Like, to me, like, it's over. Cancel culture's over, right? And Beats by Chris. Okay, all right. Let me just. All right, that's not what I was trying to say. But my point is that people don't really care about morality in media. They act like they care about it, but they don't act on it. That's the big difference. They act like they care, but they don't act on it. And you'll see that with many, many games.
Stupid ass take. I would support Kanye 10 out of 10 times before Baby No Money. And I guess Kanye's music's pretty good too. Some of the more naive...
Yeah, I think... Never mind.
Naive trans people will fight tooth and nail, not seeing the fact that he's using them to build a cult-like following. I get it. You feel underrepresented in society, and you're willing to look past his obvious pandering just because he gives you representation. But
I don't know why trans people are so easily patronized. I don't understand why, because I guess maybe it's like you have a lot of people that don't like you, but it seems like anybody that does even anything that's even slightly performative in the direction of like trans, that like they act like they're ride or die for you, and they're like totally on your side. Like, you've got to keep in mind that whenever somebody that has a vested financial interest like says something positive about you, is that an opinion or is that marketing? Number one. Number two, is being trans your entire fucking identity? Holy shit. Like, that's not the whole thing. It's not the only thing about you, right? Like, damn. They're desperate for validation? Maybe, but it's just embarrassing. It is. It's embarrassing.
Genuine. This is what you gotta ask yourself. I'm just saying, if Adolf was popular, it probably put him on his chest too, just to increase his streaming numbers. Baby No Money bubble popped.
That Gypsy Crusader fight was close to it. And I keep getting fucking reels on my Instagram like every other day, probably every third reel is Paul. Every third reel. Let me see if I can do one, all right? I'm gonna turn on the sound. It's literally the first one. It was on my explore page. Literally first one.
Hey, you mind if I play this Saturday?
When you show your...
Check this out.
This is the role...
Let me see, I find another one.
Excuse me?
The Gypsy Crusader is a white supremacist, but I don't want...
It's 2 right there. That fast. That's it.
Nobody hating him, I'm free.
New phone? Yeah, that one took a while. It took like 5 more.
You know, this guy nailed it. Nobody has ever wanted to be famous as badly as this guy does. Oh, and he also pissed off some K-pop stans because Jungkook from BTS danced to Baby No Money's song, and he apparently used it as an ad, and people were pissed. I mean, hate the game.
Wait, why? Wait, why? Like, I don't understand. It's disrespectful to showing Jungkook, but it's okay, but using it as an ad without his consent is something else? Wait, what? Like... Wait, what? Like,
I mean, hate the game, not the player.
With the copious amount of posts he'll
What?
make on social media when he does have a new song, to the amount of people he will commission to make animated videos with his music, to him seemingly collaborating with every influencer that has or has recently gained a large following, and with him and his music being all over platforms like TikTok and YouTube, some people feel as though he's being forced down their throats and are experiencing so-called baby no money fatigue.
And again, I can separate the art from the artist, and some of Baby No Money's songs are actually pretty decent.
Go buck, that's two. 4G out of sets on a truck. 1 to the kidney, 2 to the dome. That's left, right, go. Got a rollie for the brunch and a panic for the show. That's left, right, go.
Yeah, I sync this song to AI Diddy versus Epstein. What do you...
That shit was good, bro. I remember I watched that whole thing. That was so good.
you gonna do about it?
I've been just bullied online, and I just don't. If I can't be, I'm obviously like a small little pillar online of positivity, but I feel like there's so many more of my fans that are. I get messages every day from my fans, like my diehards, being like, I can't keep up with the negativity. I'm
pillar online of positivity.
You.
Yeah.
By practically, you mean not really.
Yeah, you might fool a 16-year-old with body dysmorphia, but you can't fool me.
Jesus Christ.
Busta. When a musician starts to get political, you know that their career is sort of on a decline because they're trying to get viewers by any means necessary. Like, look at...
You gonna talk about Nicki Minaj?
Little Pump and Trump. Try to tell me that dude is still relevant. You can't.
Little Pimp.
Baby. I got his name wrong. I forgot all about that. God damn, that was a while ago.
No Money has come under fire from multiple artists online after many have come forward and stated that he is performative in regards to AI art and being pro-real artists, accusing him of offering promotion and retweets for artist commissions and then lying and not following through. Also lowballing them in terms of payment for their work and just generally haggling.
What was this a lowball for? Let me see what it says. Let's see what the offer is. It says about $1,000. I mean, I don't know. It didn't even say what the offer, what they asked him to do.
And just generally haggling and acting unprofessional.
Performative guy in front of the camera is a dickhead behind the scenes. Crazy.
Baby No Money took...
No way. Let me tell y'all something about streamers. Many such cases. Oh my God. They are so, like, the thing is that, is he, bro? No, it is. There are so many people that are like this. Like, it's embarrassing.
To Twitter to post that he saw all the hate that he's getting online, but he simply doesn't give a
He doesn't care.
You guys are seeing the irony too, right?
Yeah.
He's saying he doesn't give a while tweeting about it. He's straight up...
I mean, I don't think that's really a big deal. Like, the thing is, like, to me, like, sometimes I will make comments like this too, but it's like, you just keep going. Like, who gives a fuck? Somebody gets mad at you. And the thing is that this is the big weakness, is that whenever you put yourself in a situation where you have to be the kind of person that other people want you to be, your reward structure is only approval. It removes basically, because like whenever you make something for yourself and you find other people that enjoy what you make, you get that internal fulfillment that keeps you going like infinitely longer than if you're just playing off of the crowd or you're playing off of the numbers. So whenever you put yourself in a position where you have everybody, you know, that's giving you feedback, telling you you're a good boy, etc., and then they stop doing that, like the fall off from that is way harder than the fall off from, let's say, somebody who decides they're going to do what they're passionate about. And I think that if you're passionate about getting attention from people, then this type of stuff becomes very, very damaging to your mental health.
Contradicting himself. He's just misunderstood, guys. He's a pillar online of positivity. Time's up, Busta. Your immovable object has met an unstoppable force.
Now, another reason people hate Baby No Money is with the claim he is performative, or as some call him, Baby No Backbone. First we had Jellywig, now we have this.
That's crass.
Israel's strongest soldier, Baby No Money. You can't even make this up. I don't know how anything he does is related to Israel, but
well, it's simple. Is it bad? Oh, it is? Israel.
Interesting stray, I guess.
Simple.
Finally, from the horse's mouth himself, finally some peace and quiet. Muted words. Baby No Money. Baby No Money. Forever. I feel zero pity for this man because, you know, he is a product of his own design. You built this community of losers who care about you rapping the N-word in a song 10 years ago. And
yeah, that's right. You did not. He's right. Like, honestly, like this video, like that's honestly the best way to say it. You built the community. Like, yeah, you want to drag these people in. You want to make a community out of people like this. That's what you're going to get.
You can do and say all the things on paper, but the second you're even a little out of line, these people are going to come for your neck, and no amount of collaborations will ever get these people back on your side.
Small little pillar online of positivity.
Yep. Fortunately, we ran out of time for this video.
Okay, all right. That's a good video. Honestly, like, I always liked the guy, but again, I think that he definitely does try to treat like he's very like kind of, I'll link you guys a video, WestJet. I haven't watched a lot of WestJet videos. I've seen maybe a couple of them other than that, but I think he's entertaining and he's funny. He is.
Justin Timberlake DWI body cam just dropped. There were a lot of people very excited to see this footage here. This was almost as hyped as Project Hail Mary hitting theaters. And that's because Justin Timberlake fought to keep this body cam from being released. He went through the legal process of suppressing it, stating like privacy concerns and reputational damage from what I was reading. So people then started to really get curious, well, what happened in this body cam? Did he start dropping slurs? What, did he pull his whole fucking wiener out? Like, how crazy must this body cam have gone to have Justin Timberlake now fighting tooth and nail to bury it? And now, after some back and forth, they reached an agreement and the body cam is out in the wild. So let's take a look at it.
So the reason for the stop is because you keep veering off to the left, and then you're not stopping at the stop signs.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Is this your vehicle? Whose vehicle is it?
It's just a rental.
It's a rental? Okay. Do you have any registration with it? Do you know if they can put it in the glove box? How long are you renting it for?
Just for a couple of days.
What are you visiting?
Yeah, I'm on tour.
What are you doing?
I'm on the world tour.
Oh yeah, you can just feel it. The writing's on the wall. Justin Timberlake is charging his alt right now. He's about to unleash his Bankai, dropping his name, thinking that it's, you know, the ultimate ace up his sleeve. He's explaining to the officer he's renting the vehicle because he's on the tour. The world tour, obviously. I mean, everyone knows the world tour is going on.
A what?
A world tour.
Doing what?
Hard to explain. A world tour. I'm Justin Timberlake.
What's your name?
Justin Timberlake.
You are Justin Timberlake?
Yeah.
You have a license with you?
Yeah, I do.
There it is. He alted. I'm Justin Timberlake. Now, it does seem like he didn't want to utilize his noble phantasm there, releasing his name like that. It feels like he was trying not to, but couldn't figure out any other way of explaining the world tour. So then he says, I'm Justin Timberlake. And I'm guessing he was expecting the officer to get down on his hands and knees and start kissing his feet. My apologies, Mr. Timberlake. I had no idea. I couldn't say, I can't wait for the world tour. Can I get some tickets? But that's not exactly how it unfolded. I also don't really understand why it was so hard for him to explain what the world tour that he referenced is. How difficult is it to say that he is a performer? He sings and dances, right? It couldn't have been that hard. It's not the most confusing thing to explain. He wasn't out there trying to solve a fucking Millennium Prize problem here in mathematics. Unless Justin Timberlake believes that he's much more than a singer and a dancer. He's I'm an artist. In fact, I don't even like that nomenclature. I'm something of a divine creator of entertainment. So I'm finding it a struggle to explain this world tour to you. So Justin Timberlake, perhaps you've heard of me.
And then when we do this, just like you're doing right now, arms, feet together, arms by your side. You're doing it just now. I'm just going to re-explain it before we continue, okay? Arms by your side, feet together. And then you're going to keep your head straight and just keep your head straight. Only follow with your eyes, okay?
Okay.
You understand that? All right.
Yes, sir.
They got him going through the FSTs now, the field sobriety tests, and he is looking and sounding pretty sloshed. He's not exactly passing this pop quiz with flying colors.
Put your left foot on this imaginary line.
This one?
Yep, and then put your right foot in front of your left. And what you're going to do, you're going to stand just like this. Left foot on the line, right foot right in front of your left. And you're going to stand like this, and then I'm going to explain everything, and then we'll go ahead and do it, okay? Okay, so left foot on the line. Left foot on the line first. And then you're going to put your right foot in front of your left, stay just like that, okay? So you're going to be heel to toe, like this. Heel to toe. Up. Put your left foot on the line. Yep.
The heel-to-toe straight line test was catastrophic, which actually surprised me. I thought given Justin Timberlake's dancing background and his history of dancing, he'd be able to just ace that, even while completely blackout drunk. Like, I have expected him to go above and beyond, like, oh, just a straight line, that's it? No, this ain't amateur hour. How about this one, officer? I'll do you one better. You ever seen some of this? You ever seen some of this? Could a drunk man do this? Huh? What about this? Huh? Yeah.
You're gonna have your right foot in front of your left, heel to toe.
Here?
Okay, so we're gonna put our left foot on the line first. Put your right foot in front of your left, heel to toe. And you can stay just like that, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So this is gonna be a series of 9 heel to toe steps. I will demonstrate this like you're doing right now. While you're doing this, you're gonna look down at your toes.
Guys, I'm just following my friends back to my house.
Seems like he could smell it wasn't going overly well, so he's like, listen, guys, we're blowing this way out of proportion. I'm just drunk driving following my friends home. Like, this must be some kind of big misunderstanding. Like, come on, man. This is Justin fucking Timberlake. This guy has millions of dollars and has had millions of dollars for decades. You're telling me he couldn't call an Uber or have one of his, like, posse drive him home? This guy travels with, like, an entourage, I imagine. Nobody could drive him home. He is very clearly impaired here. Like, this is absurd.
Right foot in front of your left. You gotta stay like that, and then
just like this.
It's gonna look like that. We'll start, okay? We'll start.
He's gonna tell you when you're supposed to begin. He just wants you.
I'm sorry.
You're all good. He just wants you to be in position. He's gonna basically tell you when to go. Okay.
So I'm gonna have you get in position, then you may begin.
And then just walk. I'm sorry. I'm
Here. Ready? Ready?
I'm a little nervous.
Left. Right foot in front.
And you may begin. 5, 7.
Again, not a slam dunk performance there. To be honest, I am surprised he didn't go harder on the Justin Timberlake angle. Like, I'm surprised he didn't try and just sit them down for an acapella of, you know, NSYNC's greatest hits or something. Like, guys, we can solve this through the power of friendship, love, and NSYNC. In fact, here, I got a crowd favorite for you. Dirty Pop! Bop! He starts breaking that one out. That one was always one of my favorite NSYNC tracks, the pop one.
Hi, are you with Justin? Okay, perfect. Yeah, we're doing a couple tests on him. Okay.
Help us.
What's up?
Help.
You need help?
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. We're just doing a couple of tests on him. I need you to hang out over here just so you don't interfere with him. Okay.
Player 2 plugs in the controller here, coming from out of nowhere, just in the pitch darkness out there. She just rolls up and then says, "Help us." Like, actually, like some shit out of Weapons or something there. It was very peculiar. And the officer's like, "What? You need help?" She's like, No, it's just a joke. I'm just yanking your chain. I'm just jerking your gherkin. What's going on over here? You got my friend Justin.
Okay.
Yeah, we just have to do a couple of tests on him, make sure he's okay to drive as well.
Okay. If not, we can have someone drive him.
Right, gotcha.
So she appears to be a member of his team, and then says that if he's not okay to drive, they can have someone drive him. Well, why the fuck didn't you just do that in the first place? Did Justin insist that he drive himself? I do my own stunts, guys. I'm fine. Yeah, I can't really see straight, but I'm good to drive. You gotta trust me here, damn it. I wrote Bringing Sexy Back. I know what's best for us.
1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000.
That's all good.
Right. By the way, these are like really hard tests.
Well, he was already operating the vehicle, so we need to make sure that he's okay. He wasn't operating the vehicle under any kind of impairment.
Got it.
That's all. If he's all good,
can I charge my phone? Is that okay?
Yeah, you can go into the vehicle. That's perfect.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Ma'am, do you have another way to get home?
Can I drive?
Have you been drinking?
No.
You haven't been drinking tonight?
I had like one glass of wine.
Okay, no problem. How are you related? Friends?
Friends, obviously.
Okay, if he's okay with you driving the car, you look like you're fine to me?
They got JT in the handcuffs now, after the series of field sobriety tests here. And then the lady who showed up, she's now, questioning what's going on. The officer's explaining to her, and then she's asking to drive the vehicle home. The officer asks if she has another way of getting home. And I have to imagine the answer to that question is yes, because how did she arrive here in the first place? Like, did a fucking spaceship drop her off? I'm really curious because she, I believe, does end up taking his car there. So I guess maybe she had someone from the team drop her off here. Like maybe they have a GPS tracker on JT, so when they noticed that he was stopped for a while, they sent her in as the cavalry to check on her. Like, I'm actually kind of confused on exactly where she came from. So I looked it up, and she was in the vehicle that Justin was apparently following. So I'm guessing, so she is the designer, and she was with her husband, and Justin was apparently following their car. So I'm guessing they noticed that his car was no longer behind them, so then they kind of threw that shit in reverse and went to locate him, and then she tried to help here, though unsuccessfully.
But
I don't look fine
you
to
look
you.
fine to you.
Oh, I was like, wait,
no,
what?
You look kind of the front of the car.
Hold on, what do I look like?
You look kind of the front of the car.
Do
It's
I
fine.
not look good?
So he's coming with us. Okay.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, why? I
Fine.
don't look good.
So he's coming with us. Okay.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, why?
He's being arrested for intoxicated.
Stop it.
DWI. Yes.
No way.
Yes.
Don't say it.
Yes. He's coming back with us. Speech isn't slurred.
You're,
so
you're
if you're
arresting Justin Timberlake right now?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yes.
Why?
He was driving drunk.
He wasn't.
Her strategy is quite the desperate attempt here. She's like, no, you can't be. You're arresting Justin Timberlake. No, stop it. No. Oh, he wasn't driving drunk. No, what? Nuh-uh. You guys are wrong. This can't be. This is Justin Timberlake. So, even though he didn't really play the Justin Timberlake card a ton during their interaction, she is using it willy-nilly. And again, it's not working.
He failed every single one of our tests. So,
What do you mean?
So at this point, so listen, this is a private matter with us and him. Okay, I can't really talk about it too much.
Okay,
just
okay,
know
I got it,
he's not.
There has to be a moment of talking.
No, not anymore.
Please help me.
Not anymore.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
This is the registration.
Can you guys please just do me a favor because you loved bye 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 or
I'm
like
happy.
sexy back?
So- I'm
like do
happy.
me one favor. Let me ask him if he wants me to give him his phone.
Yeah. I mean,
This is
it's-
insane.
So it's not going to be a long thing. I'll let you walk up real quick.
Please.
Listen,
help.
Listen,
Okay.
listen.
Take a breath,
I'll
okay?
let you walk up real quick.
She did it. She dropped some track names. Guys, bye, 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 sexy back. We all loved it. So you're going to help me out here, right? We're going to get this solved. And the guy's like, okay, look, you can go talk to him. And as he is like saying like, okay, look, she's like, please help. Like, come on. So she's starting to get kind of rowdy here about the whole thing. But they do let her go talk to Justin about his phone specifically. And I gotta tell you, I do really like the attempt from her to, you know, drop the old boner jams, you know, as the get out of jail free card. Guys, we all liked bye bye bye, right? And just imagine a world where that works where the officer's like, wait, oh my god, Justin Timberlake, he's in sync, that's right. I love that one. Bye bye bye. Yeah, alright, let's go get him out the back. Oh, what were we doing? We feel like real fools now. Thank you so much for reminding us.
What was the traffic violation I missed?
I observed you.
Just so I know for future reference.
I observed you failing to fully stop at the stop sign, and then while you were driving, you failed to keep right on numerous occasions. So you're very.
Wait, start over? Sorry.
So
one more time.
You failed to stop at the stop sign, and then while you were operating the motor.
Actually, Justin, I think I can chime in here as well to help you for future reference. Just don't drink and drive. It's like the easiest thing in the world to avoid doing, especially for someone with the endless resources that you have. just call an Uber. Or have one of your friends that are constantly around you to drive you home when you've been drinking. So that way, not only are you safer for it, but all of the innocent people on the road around you are as well. So you're not jeopardizing their safety. It's actually really easy to avoid drinking and driving, believe it or not, Justin.
Good question. Yeah, happy to answer anything I can.
Is this the normal process?
Yeah, yes, everything is pretty standard. Nothing of the ordinary. We do this for everyone that gets arrested for DWI. Is there anything specifically about it? It's just standard protocol.
Gotcha. I appreciate you boys for doing your job, man.
I appreciate that you understand that we gotta do
Yeah,
our
I
thing.
appreciate you boys for doing your job. I had one martini and I followed my fucking friends home. And I appreciate you boys for doing your job. Yeah.
Man, you can just tell by his eyes, he is just not there right now. It really does look like he is hammered, and he keeps doing like these long pauses and then a slight smile, like this devious smirk. It's odd, but it's because he's drunk. Now, I will say, this isn't the craziest body cam ever released. I went into this expecting it to be just truly degenerate because of how Justin and his team were responding to it, doing everything they could to stop it from being released, silence it. So I really expected it to be much worse. And I think the decision to try and bury it was one that shined a much bigger light on it and most likely had even more people tuning in to see what he was trying to stop everyone from seeing from the body cam. As I've always said, I have no respect for drunk drivers, so I think this is a huge L for Justin Timberlake, and also the follow-up L of trying to suppress it. That was a terrible decision there as well. That was a rough chess maneuver they attempted. Anyway, just wanted to yap about it a bit. That's it. See ya.
Neo was having nightmares about Trinity's death. He was worried and confused. And this dream couldn't have happened at a worse time, as the Sentinels were on their way to Zion. The Oracle was Neo's only hope in understanding what he was seeing in his dreams. When the Oracle finally makes contact, Neo meets with her at a neighborhood park. There Neo makes a revelation that the Oracle is not human, but a program of the Matrix. Naturally, he doubts whether or not he should trust her. In the original script, there is some extra dialogue of Neo questioning the veracity of the prophecy and of what happened to the one before him.
We can never see past the choices we don't understand.
Are you saying I have to choose whether Trinity lives or dies?
No. We've already made the choice. Now you have to understand it.
No. I can't do that. I won't.
Well, you have to.
Why?
Because you're the one.
What about the first one? What about him? Did he reach the source? Yes? Then why didn't he end the war? He did what he was here to do. His path is not your path, Neo. Your path, I'm afraid, is much harder. Why? Because of the choices you've made.
What if I can't? What happens if I fail?
Then Zion will fall.
Now you may be asking, how was it possible for Neo to know that he was not the only one? Well, Morpheus already answered that question in the first movie.
When the Matrix was first built, there was a man born inside who had the ability to change whatever he wanted, to remake the Matrix as he saw fit. It was he who freed the first of us, taught us the truth. As long as the Matrix exists, the human race will never be free.
Morpheus is referring to the anomaly that came before Neo. For the sake of this analysis, let's call him Number 5. Number 5 was able to modify the Matrix code and liberate the first humans, but in actuality, It was the first humans of the current Zion population. Number 5 was unable to reveal the real truth to the humans. He couldn't tell them that they were still under the control of the machines, and that he was just an anomaly of the Matrix. The Oracle used number 5 as the starting point for the prophecy for number 6, aka Neo. Number 5 would eventually die, but one day return. This, beyond any religious allegory, eventually die, but one day return. This, beyond any religious allegories that the prophecy has, became a sign that told us that the Oracle knew that the integral anomaly would rise again, so she had to be prepared. How does she prepare, do you ask? Well, by creating a prophecy that served as a control mechanism, a trump card. The Oracle reveals to Neo that the first one, or rather the 5th, arrived at the source. In other words, he fulfilled his purpose.
The function of the One is now to return to the source, allowing a temporary dissemination of the code you carry, reinserting the prime program. After which you will be required to select from the Matrix 23 individuals, 16 female, 7 male, to rebuild Zion.
So after arriving at the source, number 5 choose who will repopulate Zion, since the previous Zion had to be destroyed. This is why it is unknown what exactly happened to him afterwards. The Oracle said that he did what he had to do, but in Neo's case, his choices changed his situation. She doesn't reveal the truth to Neo, that the one before him was actually the 5th. Many of you tend to show affinity towards the Oracle and ask us why we talk about her as if she were a villain on this channel. Practically all Matrix fan pages classifies the Oracle as an ally of humanity, but this could not be further from the truth. Let me explain. The Oracle told Neo that he could not know for sure if she's there to help him or not.
Bingo. It is a pickle, no doubt about it. Bad news is there's no way if you can really know whether I'm here to help you or not. So it's really up to you. Just have to make up your own damn mind to either accept what I'm going to tell you or reject it.
But we as viewers can deduce whether the Oracle helped or tricked Neo. First of all, we usually see the Oracle as the antithesis of the architect, but as we described her in a previous video, she's just another side of the same coin.
If I am the father of the Matrix, she would undoubtedly be its mother.
The Oracle.
It's because of her that humans are kept trapped in the simulation. She was the one who discovered that adding choice to the Matrix would create more stability in the equation. She is directly responsible for the creation of the anomaly, because without the element of choice, Neo as we came to know him would not have existed. In order to prevent the anomaly from becoming a danger to the system, new methods of control were needed, ones that were not designed by the architect. This means that Neo was the Messiah because the Oracle planned it. The Oracle convinced Morpheus about the prophecy, the hope that he would find the savior that would end the war. She manipulated Trinity so she would fall in love with the One, love being a part of the plan, an emotion that has been used on each anomaly. Each step that she takes and each word that she speaks are not fraudulent because she seldom lies. Instead, she does worse than lie. She manipulates others by using human emotions and taking advantage of their weaknesses, like hopelessness and fear of death. The Oracle implanted the dynamics of love between Neo and Trinity so that Neo would choose Trinity over humanity. Adding this form of love to the equation was risky because it was different from how it was done before, and it could have resulted in further imbalance in the Matrix. That's why the architect tells her that she played a dangerous game. I know you may think that the Oracle helped end the war, but this is not true. The Oracle simply changed the paradigm of how the cycles occur and basically delayed the destruction of Zion. The war itself has not ended. The truce is mostly beneficial for the machines because they don't want to deal with any human resistance. The humans have to keep their end of the bargain. Believing that the truce with the machines in the Matrix is a good thing is like believing that surrendering to Emperor Palpatine was a better choice for Luke, or that John Connor should have made a deal with Skynet. The millions of people still connected to the Matrix serve as the fundamental evidence that this story is far from finished. Humanity are still victims of a facade, a lie that the Oracle continues to perpetuate. She knew that Zion had been destroyed 5 times before. She created the story of the One and manipulated Trinity and Neo's feelings. She patiently waited for Neo to return to the source and save the Matrix. so the story ended as it did the last 5 times. Though this time she had a new variable to consider, it didn't change anything. In summary, the Oracle is not benevolent. She never was. She is one of those who are directly responsible for the balance of the Matrix. And if you are on humanity's side, there is only one solution, and that solution is to prevent the Matrix from reaching 100% efficiency. But the only way that can be achieved is that the Oracle must be eliminated. This program has an unparalleled understanding of human behavior that goes far beyond any other program, which makes her more dangerous than the architect himself. Neo was not convinced about a woman who could predict his future. As he once told Morpheus, he doesn't believe in fate. In the film, Neo is obedient. He follows Morpheus' orders to see the Oracle, but the script tells a different story. Neo blows out a breath. His hand reaches but stops, hovering over the spherical handle. He backs away. Morpheus, I don't think this is a good idea. Why? I told you I don't believe in this stuff. No matter what she says, I'm not going to believe it. So what's the point? What do you believe in? What do I believe in? Are you kidding me? What do you think? The world I grew up in isn't real. My entire life was a lie. I don't believe in anything anymore. That's why we are here. Why? So I can hear some old lady tell me what? That I'm this guy that everybody's been waiting for? That I'm supposed to save the world? It sounds insane. Unbelievable. I don't care who says it. It's still going to sound insane and unbelievable. Faith is not a matter of reasonability. I do not believe things with my mind. I believe them with my heart, in my gut. And you believe I'm the one? Yes, I do. Yeah? What about the other 5 guys? The 5 before me? What about them? Morpheus tries to hide, his heart being wrenched from his chest. Did you believe in them too? I believed what the Oracle told me. No, I misunderstood what she told me. I believed that it was all about me. This is difficult for Morpheus to admit. I believed that all I had to do was point my finger and anoint whoever I choose. I was wrong, Neo. Terribly wrong. Not a day or night passes that I do not think of them. After the 5th, I lost my way. I doubted everything the Oracle said. I doubted myself. He looks up at Neo. And then I saw you, Neo, and my world changed. You can call it an epiphany. You can call it whatever the hell you want. It doesn't matter. It's about this. so I can't explain it to you. All I can do is believe, Neo. Believe that one day you will feel what I felt and know what I know. You are the sixth and the last. You are the one. His eyes blaze. Until that time, all I am asking from you is for you to hold on to whatever respect you may have for me, and trust me. Neo feels a rush from Morpheus's intensity, the unadulterated confidence of a zealot. Alright. He reaches for the handle, which turns without him even touching it. A woman wearing white opens the door. In the script, Neo becomes a cynic after he discovers the truth. In the film, Neo had his moments of skepticism, sure, but his faith in Morpheus is established much sooner than in the script. Neo was following Morpheus unconditionally by the time he was to meet the Oracle. The Neo from the script did not believe in her, no matter what she had to say. Morpheus tries to convince Neo with faith alone, a notion that upsets him, that he should just believe in the Oracle. Neo saw the incongruities of visiting a person who apparently can predict his future within the Matrix, but Morpheus didn't. He was already blinded by the Oracle, as if he were an apostle. Morpheus's faith in the Oracle is irrational, that he believes in his heart that she is right. We've discussed how the Oracle manipulated Morpheus using his hopes and dreams against him in a previous video, but the most interesting part about this script scene is when Neo mentions the other 5. So Morpheus thought they had found the one 5 times before, and was wrong each time, presumably leading those 5 to an untimely demise. Finally, Cypher's words to Trinity at the beginning of the film make sense now.
We're gonna kill him. You understand that?
Morpheus believes he is the one.
Do you?
It doesn't matter what I believe.
Though in the script, Cypher's line is a little bit different. Originally, it was assumed that it would be Morpheus and his crew that would kill Neo if things didn't work out, intentionally or unintentionally. However, he may have been referring to the other 5 that Morpheus had encountered and led to their deaths, because none of them was the one. Perhaps they died when they were awakened. The shock of the truth killed them, died during a training simulation, or after facing an agent. Morpheus trying to hide the pain in his heart proves that he still mourns his mistakes. Neo points out that Morpheus believed in them too, to which Morpheus rationalizes as a misinterpretation of the Oracle's words, but it sounds more like an excuse. Regardless, the fact that Neo originally knew about the previous 5 in the first movie is extremely interesting. Morpheus failed in finding the one 5 times. He had lost hope. He didn't believe in himself anymore. That is until he found Neo, who turned out to be the integral anomaly.
I won't lie to you, Neo. Every single man or woman who has stood their ground, everyone who has fought an agent has died. They will never be as strong or as fast as you can be.
What are you trying to tell me? That I can dodge bullets?
I'm trying to tell you that when you're ready, you won't have to.
He was convinced that Neo was it. He was the one, regardless of being the 6th choice. Just as the architect said, though with some minor modifications.
That was quicker than the others.
Others?
How many?
Others. What? Answer me.
The Matrix is older than you know. I prefer counting from the emergence of one integral anomaly to the emergence of the next, in which case this is the 6th version.
5 There are only 2 possible.
This proves that the Wachowskis already had a lot of the Matrix story developed from the beginning, that the sequels were not improvised, as some claimed. The book was written by the Wachowskis before they changed their names. According to the book, production started in 1997, the Wachowski enlisting the talents of 2 leading illustrators from the world of comics, Steve Skroce and Jeff Darrow, to prepare storyboards and conceptual drawings in hopes of showing Warner Brothers what they had in mind. This was before the film was greenlit. The Matrix was a larger story than their first film, Bound, and they needed to express it clearly. In close collaboration with Steve and Jeff, worked hard to visualize the image-rich screenplay. And as work continued, other artists were brought in where needed to continue zeroing in on the visuals they wanted to realize. Looking back, with the film firmly sitting at over 3 million homes on DVD, it might seem odd that The Matrix was such a hard sell, but back then, the studio was wary. Steve Skroce, the principal storyboard artist, in the end flew to Los Angeles 3 times over the span of 14 months, producing over 600 storyboard images. Combining all this initial art, able to walk people, especially the studio, through the script, producing essentially a 400-page comic book. This book showcases the bulk of that work, presenting what was shown to the studio so many months ago. This art was used both as a tool to sell the picture and then as a detailed map for production. With this in mind, we've done more than just print the boards used in Final Cut. Over the course of 14 months, changes occurred to the script. This book gives insight into the evolution of the film by leaving intact some of the original conceived moments that didn't make it into the final film. Some of these moments are prepared through the core storyboards and are those that came closest to being filmed, as when Trinity uses a bolo in the government lobby scene. Others are in the back of the book, scenes that were cut or changed before filming even began. Taking a heads up from the DVD medium, we have running commentaries with the artist to help point out some of the differences to the final film and to add insight into the whole production process. And this is why this book is very important, because in it, there are plenty of original and conceptual storyboards of the production. There are also many eliminated or changed scenes, such as Trinity's introduction. This scene begins just like in the movie, Trinity being chased by police and agents on building rooftops. There are even camera angles that were perfectly replicated on film. Trinity's character design is the same, with her black leather clothes and short hair, but the scene changes the moment Trinity jumps off the building. In the film, she jumps into a window, smashing the glass and falling down a flight of stairs. In the storyboard, she jumps off the building and lands on a moving train, with one agent following her. The agent opened fires on Trinity as the chase continues on top of the moving train. Trinity runs till she reaches the front of the train and sees the window of the closest building. Chase scenes on top of moving trains are a common action movie cliche nowadays, but back then, utilizing the new filming techniques introduced in The Matrix, this scene would have been a spectacle. Steve Skroce, one of the storyboard artists, explains this alternate version of Trinity's chase scene in the Art of the Matrix book. And I quote, "Some shots were dropped completely or changed, like this one where Trinity is on the train. This whole scene was changed to rooftops. The impossible jump is, however, as it was originally drawn. Originally wanted to shoot this scene on an L train in Chicago, their hometown, which is why it's drawn with an elevated train. But the scene changed after the film was greenlit and the location moved to Sydney. The leap where she aims herself at the little yellow window in the building was all boarded up the first time we went to Los Angeles, and is in the film. But originally, she was jumping from a moving train. From the beginning, they wanted one specific shot, the one where she's flying through the air towards the window. They described where the camera would be, starting on her right side, and then as she spins, so would the camera. To get this, they had to shoot her in a flying pose against a green screen, then use computer-generated imagery to paint in the background that would also move following her spin. In the movie, it happens lightning fast, but it took a lot of work to pull this off. In the first shot, the camera is side on as she dives off the train towards the window. Then the camera moves above her, so it is moving around her body from her right to her left. Now we are over the top of her, and the camera comes down to the other side, so she looks upside down as her fingers are just about to penetrate the window. Then she comes smashing through and crumbles down those stairs, coming up with her guns." End quote. Watching The Matrix today, we take for granted the impressive visual effects and cinematography because we are used to seeing similar effects. Yet this storyboard is a sample of how complex the concept the Wachowskis had in mind, moving the camera in ways never thought of before to get the shots they wanted. These storyboards were vital in achieving these radical ideas. The following scenes occur as they did in the final version of the film. Trinity jumps into another building by diving through a window and rolling down the flight of stairs. Skroce continues to explain how the scene was shot. This illustration was going to be the shot of the agent on the elevated train zipping past, being taken away. When the scene moved to the rooftop, the agent wouldn't just stand on the roof looking at Trinity. He would have been in the window right after her. In the movie, the agent knows where she is going, the phone booth, so they go there first. One thing we're really interested in was to make these boards as dynamic as possible. A lot of storyboards for film have arrows pointing to things, but they went for a real comic book storytelling style. Most of these boards were done on a comic book illustration Bristol board. If you go through it, it reads like a comic. Rather than just using arrows pointing to the speeding truck heading towards the phone booth, they wanted me to use speed lines and comic book techniques to indicate this. They wanted the boards themselves to be an entertaining experience to go through, rather than just a basic static visualization of the script. Being from the comic book world, when I started I felt, now that I am an official movie storyboard artist, I should draw official movie storyboard type arrows. Didn't like that very much. They were like, "Why do you draw that arrow?" But they forgave me. Here's my first and just about last experience with storyboard arrows. We are now at the scene where Trinity is about to escape using the phone booth, and the garbage truck driven by an agent arrives to run her over. Let's see what Sprouse had to say about this scene. Often he had specific ideas about page layout because they needed the boards to read with little explanation. The story itself is hard enough to get a grasp on, so they use the illustrations to get people through the action, allowing them to get closer to the story. Trinity dashes towards the booth as the truck screeches as fast as it can to destroy it. She gets to the booth first and grabs the phone. The headlights of the truck engulfs the phone booth in a blinding light just before it crashes into it. The truck backs up, revealing the wreckage of the phone booth, and then the close-up into the phone's receiver. Let's listen to Scorch's final description about this scene. With this page, it was his idea to have each succeeding box go smaller. They wanted the curved layout to the page, showing the camera pushing out to the little hole on the phone. Again, they were really into having stylized and attractive looking boards, not just for them, but for the communication of their ideas. This concludes Scorch's description. Now then, this small section of the Art of the Matrix book is a testament to the creative genius of the Wachowskis in capturing their ideas in detail. Although this scene of Trinity on the train was eliminated, in the end, it was not necessary. Of course, it would have been more impressive to see her running on top of a moving train and then jump into the building. Steve Sprouse also deserves much credit, as he did a marvelous job on these storyboards, meticulously capturing the Wachowskis' vision. There are other interesting bits in this book, such as the deleted scene of Eddie, who was presumably Neo's predecessor that was killed by Morpheus himself, and also an extended version of Morpheus's fight against the police and agents, which we may discuss in future videos. But do you agree? Was the original storyboard concept of Trinity's chase scene better than the film version?
What you're about to watch is mostly unedited. I stream these calls live and sometimes spend hours or even days talking to these scammers, and typically on my main channel, I edit that down to say 30 minutes. But this is almost the entire thing. Occasionally, we'll cut out long periods of silence, or if I go to the bathroom or something, we'll cut that out. But for the most part, you're just gonna get the complete full experience as if you were really there when I spent hours talking to this scammer. I hope you enjoy, and if you get a chance, maybe share this with someone who you think will enjoy it as well. Know that you're valuable and that you matter. In the time it takes to watch this video, $3 million will be stolen globally due to scams. I'm Kip Ogo. I've been investigating and educating on scams since 2017. My team and I developed Seraph Secure, the first anti-scam software solely dedicated to protecting people from online scams. Seraph Secure is the hero you need, since 1 in 4 people fall victim to scams. Many online scams start with victims being tricked into downloading remote access software. It allows the scammer to take control of your computer from anywhere in the world, as if they were sitting right in front of it. Even if you hang up on the scammer, you're still in danger if that remote access software is not uninstalled. And what do I mean by danger? Well, the scammers will have unrestricted access to your computer, even when you're not using it. This means your personal documents, photos, webcam, passwords, even your bank accounts can be accessed by the scammers. With Seraph Secure, it will completely block these scammers from using remote access software, leaving you and your online information safe, secure, and protected. This service is free, with premium plans also available for more ways to protect against more scams on more devices. Like how Seraph Secure will notify a loved one if you're being targeted by a scam. The financial devastation and emotional toll these scams have on victims deserves a proactive anti-scam solution, a Seraph Secure solution. Get protection for free at seraphsecure.com.
Thank you for calling support. You're talking to David. How can I help you?
Yeah, is this Netflix?
Yes, you're talking to the Netflix customer service.
Yeah, I was wondering, sorry, what happened to the subscription prices? Like, I heard you guys have new prices.
Okay, so is it you want to have a subscription, or is it you have?
What? You're cutting out. You're cutting in and out.
I'm so sorry for that. Can you hear me now?
I can.
Okay, so is that you have already subscribed for it, or you're looking for a subscription?
I have both.
Okay, all right. So could you please let me know, is it you're looking for the subscription for the multiple devices or for the individual device?
I would use multiple devices because I got my TV and my laptop and my phone.
Okay. All right. And for the individual plans, right?
Yeah. Yep.
All right, sir. All right, definitely I will let you know the prices for that. So just give me a real quick moment and let me go ahead and take the details for you, and I will let you know. Is it okay with you?
Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, for context, I monitor. It's not like anything too crazy, but I just look. We just look all over the internet and scammers do these like patterns of how they spam the internet to try to get people to call them. And so I'm just looking at one of our feeds this morning, and I see all these like Netflix.
Thank you so much for holding the line, sir. I really appreciate your time and your patience. Are you there?
So now I'm like, well, what the heck are you doing with Netflix? I know this isn't the real Netflix.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can.
Yes, I can. Okay. As I'm looking over here, you can. There's multiple options that you can get. There's one plan that is that will gonna cost $7.99 per month. There is another plan that will gonna cost $17.99. and there's another one which will gonna cost $24.99 per month, which will gonna be premium. That will like you can use it on the multiple devices as well as with the other user as well.
$24
at the same time. That is going to be the premium one.
Wasn't
without
Netflix
the ads.
originally like $5? I can't remember. I feel like it was not.
There's one plan.
It was like
there's one plan
$7.
which will gonna cost.
Back in my day, it was like
$6.99
$7. Okay, so sorry. What's the cheapest option?
$7. The cheapest one is $6.99 per month.
Oh, great. Yeah, can I have? I'd like to do that one.
Sure, sir. So, is it you want
True,
to
it was
subscribe for it right now?
DVDs. True. What was that? Sorry.
What was that? Sorry. So let me go ahead and guide you up the steps how you can go ahead and get the subscription for that.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Even there is one more options, or you can say there is an offer for you. If you would like to get it for an year, then it will gonna cost the $60 for an year, $5 each month.
Yeah, so there's like a discount
So
if
would
I
you
buy
like to
for the
get it?
year. Love that.
Right, sir.
Yeah.
Right, sir.
Sorry, it's cold, bro. I gotta put my
Alright,
fingers in my
so-
armpits.
I understand, sir. Right now, could you please let me know the cell phone that you're using right now? Right now, could you please let me know the cell phone that you're using right now, like on which you are talking? Is it an iPhone or is it an Android phone that you're using right now?
Yes.
Yeah. Sounds right now, could you please let me know the cell phone that you're using right now, like on which you are talking? Is it an iPhone or is it an Android phone that you're using right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's iPhone. Sir?
I'm here. Just give me a moment, sir. Let me go ahead and guide you up the steps so that we can connect you with the server.
Why?
So I'm just going to initiate
What
a
is
text,
this
and
scam?
you will receive a link through which we are going to connect you with the server.
I don't need to connect to
Give
your
me a moment,
server.
please. All right.
Is Netflix raising their prices? Because all of the spam is about like, it's all like price related.
So are you the user of the Netflix, or
Are they
you're
just trying to
subscribing
get
it
people
for the
to
first time?
call in and like? No, I've actually never. Believe it or not, I've been using my mom's Netflix account for a long time, but she took the password away and was like, "Get your own." You know, she's like, "You turned 30,
Okay.
and it's about time. It's about time you grow up." And yeah, so yeah,
Okay. So do you have a debit card under your name or not?
of course, yeah, of course.
All right, sir. So I have texted you up the link. Please
Oh, you
put me in
texted me
the
up.
speaker so that you can hear me out and you can work on your.
Okay, 1 second.
That's right. So you can put me in the speaker so that you can hear me out and you can work on your cell phone as well.
Okay. Let me put you on speaker.
All right.
Can you still hear
Please
me?
check your text messages.
Okay, I'm gonna look at my text. Give me a sec. I got one. It says a technician has initiated remote support.
That's right.
Okay, and then it says to report abuse, click here. Do I click that one or the first one or the second one?
You need to tap on the link where it says join session.
Okay, hold on. Oh, I ruined it. I probably ruined it. I mean, that's all I needed to know. So, like, they're trying to connect to your phone. Like, it's all over there. If they want to get on your laptop or your phone, they're gonna try to do all kinds of stuff to take money from you and get on your account. Wow. That is not. I didn't have that on my bingo card for 2025. There's a lot of things already that weren't on my bingo card. I gotta get a new bingo card provider. Huh. I don't really know if there's much more. I mean, I guess I might as well call back later and as like Edna. Excuse me. But I think we kind of know what's up there. Jeez. They were trying to connect to your phone.
Thank you for calling Meta. How can I help you?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm trying to call Netflix about setting up a new account.
Okay, so you want to set up a new account, right?
Yes.
Did he say Meta?
All right. And by any chance, are you totally a new user, or you have taken a subscription before?
I'm totally new. I've been holding out for a long time. Just watching the local television with the bunny ears, if you know what I mean. But I used to, when my grandson would visit from college, he would show me the shows on there, and sometimes I'd borrow his password. But I can't do that anymore. You ever seen Paw Patrol?
Do you have a computer?
Yes, I have a computer.
Do you have a computer? Do you know how to use it?
I know a little bit about it. I go out there on the internet.
And apart from your computer, what type of cell phone you use? It's an iPhone or an Android phone?
I use something called a jitterbug. It's an old person phone with big old buttons on it.
Okay. Can you please turn on your computer?
Yes, I can.
And open the Google search, okay? Go to the Google. Let me know once you are on it.
All right, hold on a minute, sir. Let me boot her up. The computer, that is.
Common sense tells us that the past is written in stone. Once an event happens, it is locked in history forever. Quantum mechanics disagrees. There is an experiment which suggests that a choice you make right now, today, can correlate with the path a particle took billions of years ago. While it dramatically illustrates quantum entanglement and complementarity, it implies that until we measure it in the present, certain aspects of the history of that particle appear undetermined from our perspective. This isn't a theory on a chalkboard. It is a real, physical phenomenon that has been verified in laboratories and replicated in various forms. It's called the delayed choice quantum eraser, and it breaks the one rule we thought was safe. That cause always comes before effect. To understand why this experiment is so disturbing, we first have to agree on how light is supposed to work. The standard rules of quantum mechanics are already strange enough, but usually they follow a predictable timeline. We established this decades ago with the famous double-slit experiment. Imagine you have a light source firing individual photons at a barrier. This barrier has two small vertical slits cut into it. Behind that barrier is a back wall where the photons eventually land and leave a mark. If you fire these photons one by one and do not track them, something fascinating happens on the back wall. You do not get two simple bands of light directly behind the slits. Instead, you get a series of alternating bright and dark stripes. This is called an interference pattern. It happens because even though you are firing single particles, the photon travels as a wave of probability. It passes through both slits simultaneously. More precisely, the photon is described by a quantum wave function whose probability amplitudes propagate through both paths. The wave coming out of the left slit crashes into the wave coming out of the right slit. Where the peaks meet, the light gets brighter. Where a peak meets a trough, they cancel each other out and leave a dark spot. This proves that unobserved light behaves strictly as a wave. However, if you get curious and decide you want to know exactly which slit the photon passed through, everything changes. You place a detector right next to the slits to monitor the path. You fire the photon. The detector beeps and tells you it went through the left slit. You look at the back wall and the interference pattern is gone. The stripes disappear. Instead, you see two simple clumps of light directly behind the openings. By simply watching the path, you force the light to stop acting like a wave and start acting like a particle. It picked one path and traveled in a straight line. This is the observer effect. The moment you measure the
Did you grow up with domestic violence in the house? I did. I'm going to share some stories a little bit later on in this episode, so stick around to hear those. But let's get off into this. This is a lady from The Bachelorette. She's actually getting completely canceled right now. They shot the entire show, and there's footage that I'm going to show you that she's basically beating up her husband and even hurts her own kid. And yeah, her show's cooked, and hopefully her career's cooked as well.
Yeah, look at you. Look. Yeah, look. This is called physical abuse. Yeah. Yeah. See, Taylor, this.
Chat, let me know in the comments, should we keep men out of women's sports? I think unequivocally yes. Let's keep them separate for a reason. I have a daughter now. The last thing I want is a dude coming in and competing against her in a sport she might be good at. Let's get straight off into this. Average guy versus female athletes in a race.
Believes he could win a race against all women. So today, we have Johnny racing in a legit D1 track event. We're testing to see if he can smoke them all in a race, or if they'll make him look like a complete try-hard loser. Hey, boys. Yeah, bro, straight face just like that, you're good to go. Whose name are you going by? What's your girl name?
Sarah, I'm my sister.
Sarah. Does she know that?
No.
She's gonna be unhappy.
I stole her ID.
What makes you think that you're gonna beat women? What? Sorry, that was a weird one.
I'm taller, so my strides are longer. I got heart.
Nothing about them?
Yeah, they're shorter. Their strides aren't longer. But I'm a bad bitch. And bad bitches be bad bitches. Hello. I'm here to get a sticker. Sarah Curran.
What race?
100 meter.
We don't even know what time Johnny's able to run. I just asked him what is the fastest time here and said that Johnny runs that. I think we're gonna win every cheat except this one. Really? I got some clips of the women that you're racing, and I will say they look like athletes.
I am an athlete. I look like Thor.
You stand about 2 feet taller than those girls.
Yeah, I can get one of their numbers after.
Damn! Why is bro actually...
Yeah, he does look like the girls from White Chicks, bro.
Very gorgeous to me!
Sarah Curran, that's us right here.
Let's go. Redlands from Claremont at 7.
Bro, I don't know what's gonna happen.
All right, ladies, please stand behind your blocks.
It's going.
On your marks.
Oh my god, he's lined up. Dude, I'm so excited.
This is gonna go exactly how we think it's gonna go, bro.
Set.
Oh my god, they're going.
And not off to a great start, but he is much taller.
What's that? He's dropped it. He's destroyed.
Go Sarah. Can't believe he won. Good job, ladies.
Good job, ladies.
Oh my god, Sarah won. Good job. Good job. Good job.
Give me a kiss. Kiss me.
Oh my god.
Kiss me.
Johnny just won. Okay, Johnny just beat some of the fastest women college track athletes in the country.
no training.
Well, and yeah, dude, that's the big thing here. He didn't have any training, no prerequisites. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he was a track star before. He was just an average dude. This is the big problem for me, dude. Like, you can't just throw on a wig and say that you're a chick and compete against women and try to shatter all these records. To me, like, leave women's sports alone. Leave these athletes alone. Let them have their own thing, dude. Or, here's my thing, and put a 1 in the chat if you agree. If you really want to have men and women's sports, do a trans division. So have a men's division, a women's division, and a trans division. So that like men that want to be women can do it, and women that want to be men can do it, and then they can all compete together. Or men that want to be women, you know what I mean? So it's like if that's what y'all really want, then cool. Have your own division where you compete against each other. Like, but don't have it where men are actually competing against women or women are competing against men. It just doesn't make sense.
Women more, especially for women, the league don't pay that much. People out here getting regular salaries, 60,000, 70,000 for playing the W. That's crazy. You guys.
No, it's not crazy. Nobody watches y'all's games, dude. Chat, when's the last time y'all watched a WNBA game? Don't worry, I'll wait. It never happened.
How about no?
I never watched it. Anytime, dude, I went to a restaurant the other day, and they were playing the WNBA on the TV, and I was like, wow, so there's nothing to watch. There's nothing to watch. I don't want to watch a game where 10 grown women on a court end the game, and it's 22-21. NBA games, they're scoring like 120, 150 points. What was it? Bam Adebayo scored like 83 points in a game. The fact that you ladies even get paid $60,000, $70,000 a year, they're overpaying y'all like crazy. Nobody watches y'all's games. It's simple math, right? Like, that's like me protesting on YouTube and being like, I should get paid more, even if my views are low. Like, nobody watches my channel, but I should get paid more. The first 9 months I did YouTube, I understood that I wasn't making any money because nobody was watching my show. Nobody was watching my channel, which is justifiably right. Why would you pay me a lot of money if nobody's watching? If I'm getting 1,000 views a day, who cares? It doesn't matter. It's just like you ladies, nobody watches the game, therefore they can't run ads, they can't do sponsorships. Why would they pay you? And then nobody's in the seats. The NBA or the WNBA loses money every single year. Without the NBA, the WNBA wouldn't even exist.
Some men, not saying they don't deserve to be there, but some that, they riding the bench. They not that good compared to the people that they playing with. They good.
Trust me, mama. The dudes that are riding the bench in the NBA are better than the best player in the WNBA. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree.
You take them to the rec center, but compared to the people that they playing, it's like, and they getting $1 million minimum.
Yeah.
They need to pay these women.
Fuck no, baby. The statement is women are just as physically strong as men, to which you circled that you agree.
I'm stronger.
Boy.
You're a liar. You're stronger than some men?
I'm stronger than a lot of men. And also the way that the female body develops muscle, it's like the muscle that we develop is less, but it's actually stronger. Like it can...
That's like saying, yeah, I know I'm like shorter, but like I'm really like taller.
Lift more.
I'm just super strong. Yeah, well, in my experience, whenever I've been in, like, let's say I'm at the gym, I mean, besides like the few chads that are like super built, I feel like I am more...
There it is. I feel like...
capable. Like, I look at my body and my performance, and I'm just more capable than most people in there. And then when it comes to like my future soldier training, I outperform every man there.
Amongst the soldiers?
Men these days, like, I feel like the majority... You're a liar! Of them are very, like, they're not fit. They're not as fit as they should be, and a lot of the women I know are actually more, like, physically capable.
Anecdotal.
I do agree with it, because I'm a pretty big bitch. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I could... Big back. Definitely fight a dude. I could definitely beat a dude up.
Do you think you're stronger than the majority of men? So stronger than 51% of men?
Yes. Also, yes.
This is...
Good Lord. And we talk about women living in a world of delusion. The fact that you think that you could beat up 51% of men, just the mere biology. The biological difference in muscle between men and women is a massive difference, bro. Men have way more muscle mass than women do. Let's see here. I'm trying to find a graphic here just because your boy is a little slow and it's easier for me. Here we go. Maybe this will work. What is this little graphic here? Okay. Male versus female anatomy. Wide shoulders and longer legs, more muscle mass, more bone density. Longer torso stores fat in the hips and thighs, less muscle mass. Simple, right there. Simple. It's not hard. That's why the requirements for a woman in the military is much less than a man. There's reasons for that, dude. And don't forget, you guys can go scan the QR code, go get some free cash here. Here's the website. This is on, I believe, on Apple and Android. 59,000 ratings, 4.8 stars. You can get paid out via PayPal, which I wouldn't recommend, but you can watch. I don't know if you can watch actual movies. I don't know if they've outdated this, but you can play like mobile games and stuff like that. There was a couple comments I meant to highlight, but there's a few guys that were like, Levi, I'm almost to my payout. So good job on the guys that are almost to their payout. Shout out to you. But this is a way just to make a little bit of extra coin. I've heard some of the games are, some of the ones with the really, really high payouts, they want you to like pay to play, so don't do those. Do a bunch of little small ones is what I've heard is the best bet. But yeah, let's get back into this, dude. But yeah, dude, my whole thing is like you have to live in such a world of privilege to think that you would be stronger than most average men. This is insane to me. This is absolutely insane to me to think that you, like I even know that I'm not stronger than probably most men. It's ridiculous. Ooh. So apparently the story behind this is this chick went onto a college campus and challenged a guy that I think it was like for 1 minute they could box, and he couldn't knock her down. But I'm telling you, bro, he puts the working on her. I feel bad for him. Like, why would you want this for yourself? Why would you just want to get beat up? Because he's swinging on her, bro. Now, she's swinging fast, but there's not a lot of power, I feel like, behind those punches. Like, body shots, he's tearing her up. He's just so fast. Look at her smiling. Her face is beet red. Why would you do this to yourself, honey?
Minute left.
Minute left. Golly, I'm tired. She gave him one, but he just ate it. He was just... Didn't even phase him. Golly, face is beet red. Yag him. She's getting ate up. Bro, I wouldn't even want this to happen to me.
30 seconds left.
He needs some milk.
Bro, I'm about to start taking some boxing classes. I was playing pickleball for a while there, chat. But then I was like, man, I need to learn how to box.
20 seconds.
I got a gun. I finally got my license to carry.
There you go. Attack back, lady.
So, oh my God.
10.
She got 8.
Nine,
She just curled up the
8,
entire time.
7,
Wasn't even fair.
6, 5.
She got maybe
4,
threw 3 punches.
3,
This dude's thrown
2,
300.
She said,
God, she got ate up like a buffet. Oh my Lord, that poor baby. I just don't even know why you would want to do this. Like, what world would you want to just sit there and get beat up for 3 minutes? I don't understand it. It's like these girls are working at Chuck E. Cheekage, not even Chuck E. Cheese's. You know what I mean? Goodness gracious. I will say the one Olympic sport I do watch on a frequent level is women's outdoor volleyball. It's a good sport. Cass and I enjoy it together. You know, we go to Hooters and enjoy that one together.
That we live in a time right now where intelligent people have to stay silent so that stupid people don't get offended.
Wow, that's, I mean, yeah, she got a point. Happy International Women's Day.
A woman.
Name a woman?
Yeah. Who?
Who?
No, name a woman.
Name a woman?
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yoga bag. Name a woman.
Sorry.
No, name a woman.
Name a woman?
Yes, go.
Any?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
This is so hard.
Name a woman.
Stupid.
Name a woman.
Stupid.
Name a woman. No.
Guys.
What's that dude's name? Billy something? Like his show was like Billy on the Street. He's like, man, for $1. That's some rejection therapy right there. You want to get better at approaching people cold? You just got to do stuff like that, bro.
Your pronouns to be they and them. They, them. Okay. So, do you need me to explain how to use that? Nope, because I'm not
Ooh, the condescending tone there.
going to.
She
Where
goes,
can
no,
I find
because I'm
these
not going
peer-reviewed studies? What's the DOI? Where can I find these peer-reviewed studies?
Yeah, like look it up. Like if we can't even
Sure, there
be on
are
common
many,
ground
many
that men are interested in women from a sexual replication value, then we can't even have a conversation because you're in Looney Tune world. Like you're literally like you don't even accept basic reality
Okay,
that
so
men.
because I don't accept your reality, then that means that
No, you don't
I'm
accept
wrong.
No, and that's
see,
actually a
but
privilege
you're
that, you know, this is
saying
interesting.
that- No.
Guys,
See,
as
what
you guys can see here,
you're
hold on,
doing
stop.
this, like, weird, Like, no, because
This is
what
very
you're
interesting.
doing right now is doing this like weird
This
back
woman-
and forth. Trying
By the way, this is a college professor, and we wonder why it's so bad. I watched this whole interaction. This woman right here lives in Delulu land. She probably works overtime at Delulu Lemon, actually.
to
is living in a Looney Tune world, and she's allowed to live in a Looney Tune world because she's a female. That is a privilege that only women have, where they could be this delusional, this unaware, lack this much critical thinking, and still make it by in life.
And I watched the Manosphere show documentary on Netflix. I'll give you my 2 cents on what I really thought about it. Because yesterday I gave you kind of like 1 cent, but I'm gonna give you 2 cents today.
You took her brain and put it in
what
a
you're
man's
doing right
body,
now is
he'd be
projecting.
fucking homeless.
No.
Because this girl's
See,
low
that's what
IQ.
you are doing.
This is
That's what
incredible.
you're doing.
And
You're
she's
the
a
one
college
coming-
student too.
You are the one coming to
Like,
college
this is the perfect
campuses
example of higher
trying
education
to-
does not mean that you're higher IQ. This is crazy.
Okay.
I thought she was a professor. Maybe she's a student. I don't know.
Like, you can't even accept biological reality.
See, because it is not
Feminism for you guys.
hardline fact, right? It's not like the same kind of truth as 2 + 2 = 4. That is a
Why does she speak like she's 50? Like a 50-year-old white woman that owns a floral shop.
fundamental truth about our world, right? And so I'm trying to draw the distinction between these analytic truths.
You know what's
and then
funny?
these, like,
I'm looking at everybody
synthetic
here.
truths.
They all think you're retarded. I'm being honest with you. You can't see them, but like they all think you're retarded. I'm not even trying to be an asshole here, but we need to. This is why we need to bring
I'm
bullying
not
back, right?
thinking about-
Bullying is good.
I'm not thinking
because
about them.
here's the
I'm
thing:
looking
women
at-
never get
no.
bullied for their stupidity.
No.
This is gonna be. This is going to remind her, like, oh shit, maybe I should think before I speak. Because if a guy was on here saying this ridiculous stuff, we'd all be laughing at him like, you're retarded, dude. But like with women, you guys get a privilege of being morons just because you got tits and a vagina. And we got some simps here in the back, probably a Jew. And like we don't say anything to you guys because we don't have sex with you. Women are able to say preposterous things because we want to get laid.
So
it's
I'm
actually
looking-
incredible.
I have a quote that I go by on this one is like, men tell each other uncomfortable truths, whereas women tell each other comfortable lies. It's just, that's part of it, dude. Like the guys that you're the closest to, chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. The guys that you're the closest to, you give the hardest time. Women that they're the closest to, they just gas each other up in their delusion. That's what it is.
Great.
Incredible.
So, great. Okay. I'm looking at my students in the crowd here. To my students, my female
Oh, so she is a college professor, I guess.
students, my male students, this is not the way that argumentation works. And I want you to know that no matter who you are, just please do your best to exercise your reasoning, develop it, because this is not it. And I just want...
It's the condescending tone for me, dude.
Well, there's a
my
reason you
students
should be in a
here.
kitchen, and it's pretty clear
I
right now.
see my students
Speaking of
here.
reasoning, you should be making a sandwich for a man who's superior to you because clearly, cognitively, you have some issues.
I
This
think
is
you
nuts.
cognitively have some
Only women
issues.
have the privilege of being retarded, gentlemen.
Well, and dude, and this is also the problem is that it's a lot of these women that teach at the college level. This is the big problem here, is that that's the majority of the professors are women. The majority of teachers are women. What's the percentage actually? Let's look it up. Percentage of women teachers in U.S. 77% of K through 12. Good Lord. 60% of secondary schools, 89% of elementary school teachers, 72% of middle school teachers. What about in college? Let's just see here. 43 to 58%, so still a majority. Roughly 36% of full professors. While women dominate overall education, they are less represented among higher level and university positions in specific fields like STEM. Of course, it's not STEM because you got to actually work. Total faculty. Women comprise roughly 43.3% of all employed professors, though some data sources suggest a higher rate of over 57% when including all instructors and lecturers in the late 2010s and 2020s. So full-time professors is like 40%, but if you look at assistant professors and instructors, it's closer to like 55%. Women made up 44% of full-time faculty at research universities and 55% of full-time faculty at associates colleges. STEM fields, 71% of science professors are men. The stuff that matters, men have to do. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? That's what it is. But then we wonder why so many boys feel like they can't be themselves and so many men feel like they can't be masculines, because they're in rooms dominated by women constantly, and women don't know how to be masculine. It's not in their nature. That's the problem. We got to restore masculinity. 911 operator fired after hanging up on multiple callers. Good Lord.
Excuse me, I'm working.
The logs say otherwise.
And?
The system glitches. A mother tried calling 3 times. You hung up 3 times.
I just didn't feel like working.
Stand up right now.
I didn't feel like working that day. That was Crenshonda Latrice Williams, 23 years old, 18 months on the job as a 911 dispatcher for Harris County, Texas.
Oh my God.
And in that moment, sitting at her console on the 5th floor of the Emergency Communications Center on Travis Street in downtown Houston, she had just admitted to failing a family in the worst way imaginable. What investigators had uncovered in the weeks leading up to this confrontation was a pattern so callous, so indifferent to human suffering, that seasoned detectives struggled to process it. 47 emergency calls over 10 months, medical emergencies, domestic violence, car accidents on I-10 and the Katy Freeway, each one answered by Crenshonda Williams, each one disconnected within seconds.
Crenshonda Williams, stop it. That's not her name. Crenshonda, stop it.
But it was the Williams calls, 3 desperate pleas from a mother trying to save her 4-month-old son, that would send this case to trial, to national news, and ultimately to a prison cell in Gatesville, Texas. 18 months in state prison. A $1.4 million settlement paid by Harris County taxpayers. And a mother who will never stop asking why her son never had a chance because someone couldn't be bothered to do her job.
Prison.
Wow, that's insane. Did you guys hear about that? I never even heard about that. That's wild. Didn't want to answer it because she wanted to be lazy. Crenshonda. You do the stories write themselves at this point. I can't, there's no way that's her real name. There's just no way that's her real name, bro. I can't believe it.
World doesn't like me because my last name.
Then are people screaming shit at you?
One time I was out in public and someone literally walked up to me to tell me that my grandma sucks. I'm like, well, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to say that. Like, great, what do you want me to say to that? If you're calmer, it pisses them off more. It's actually kind of funny.
I told you I'm not fat, so that already gives you the description of what I think fat is.
You know you're fat, though, right?
No.
I need to be very...
You really are a fat bastard.
Very clear. Like, it's not joking roasting anymore. Like, I need to be very clear for the sake of health and the sake of everyone out there. You cannot think that this is considered normal.
I'm not fat. I'm not skinny. I'm not fat.
You're
not fat. You're not skinny. What are you?
You are fat. This is not an insult. I want to be very clear.
I understand what you're doing.
We cannot do fat acceptance. It is not okay.
I wouldn't consider you fat either.
Girl, I'm obese.
Wouldn't consider you fat.
How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion!
It doesn't matter what you do. Science does. It is not healthy. We are not going to live long lives. My energy levels are not as good as other people. My resting heart rate is not as good as everyone else. I am more susceptible to high blood pressure and diabetes. So are you. These are not good things. And this is not the point of this conversation.
This is the difference between men and women, though. Like, Caleb's sitting here owning up to it. He's like, you know what? I know I'm fat. I know I'm unhealthy. I know I'm obese. But she's like, I don't identify as that. I don't identify as fat. Well, how about this? I don't identify as being stupid.
Stupid.
I'm intelligent. No, you're not. No, you're not.
The fact that we got down it, I need to be very clear. And it is important for those watching. Accepting this as not fat is just not the real world. That's not the real world, and that is not okay. It's not acceptable.
Got that broad back.
It is not healthy or normal.
What do you want me to tell you? I'm not fat.
I love it.
I was hoping maybe you'd kind of come around and be willing to try to live whether or not you live a healthier lifestyle is up to you, but to just accept this as healthy is kind of unacceptable.
I never once said healthy. I just said I'm not fat and I'm not skinny.
Now that we're just on the topic, I really can't allow people out there to. The fat acceptance movement has led to deaths and horrible health insurance premiums for all of us.
Yeah. That's why I don't have health insurance, because I can't afford it.
Oh,
bro. Jesus walks. Don't have health insurance because I can't afford it. Oh, what world do we live in, chat? This is a whole other world right here.
Men and women are equal, and women can do anything a man can do.
Really? This chick said men and women are equal and instantly gets put in her place.
Yeah. And I feel like there's some men that could cook and clean and stay home, and a woman can work.
Well, why do you think men and women are equal?
Men and women are equal because...
Stupid.
Just because we have a different body part doesn't mean anything.
Stupid.
Just because we have a different body part doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, but don't you think that those different body parts create different changes within us?
Yes and no. Like, yes, obviously.
It's the egalitarian. The whole thing with a lot of modern women is they don't want to piss anybody off. They're like egalitarian. Well, yes and no and yes. And make your mind up, dude. The world, in my opinion, is a lot more black and white. There's not as much gray area as you think.
A woman can have more estrogen and a man can have more testosterone. And it'll make
So that inherently means we're not equal.
But we still have the same other parts. Like we
You should have read a book instead of getting so much lip filler.
can all smell, see, hear, talk, feel.
Okay.
So we have all the same senses. That means we're the same.
I mean, I'm
3 brain cells fighting for second place.
I'm so sorry.
The lights are.
Well, and the whole thing with like stupid people like this, which is what's so tough, is like I can explain it to you, but I can't make you understand it. You know, that's the whole thing I get with like a lot of these women. It's like I can explain it to you, but I can't make you understand it. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Okay, so let's get to this Manosphere podcast or documentary. So I watched it. There was a few clips that were probably a little extreme for me. The main guy, probably HS Tiki Talkie, he does a lot of contradictory things, which I was like, I don't know why you do that. Like he demonizes OnlyFans women, but runs like an OnlyFans agency and promotes OnlyFans girls, which I'm like, I don't even like to cover them. You know, I'll cover them once in, like when Bonnie Blue got pregnant, I covered it, but like, I don't really cover OF girls a lot. That's not like my thing. Just because I think if I'm platforming them and promoting them, it's just free promotion, right? It's not good. But he did a lot of things that were very contradictory. He's like, oh, they're slags, they're 304s, but then I'm going to promote them. And then also he was selling like an investment thing. So like, hey, if you put money into this account and you'll make, it's basically like a brokerage account. You put money into this account, they'll trade for you, and then you'll make money. Luis Theroux put in some money. He put in like $500, and he's like, in a couple months, it was down to like $100-something. So the products I like to promote are things like you can either invest in them, like stocks, things like that, or products that I probably use or have used that I like, then I would, put in front of you guys, or like free cash. Free cash for me is like, it's free. Like you don't have to like put any money up. You don't have to buy anything. Like some people promote products that you got to buy. This is something you don't have to buy. Some people are like, I don't want to do it. I'm like, cool, don't do it then, dude. But if you want something that's free, you can do it. That was a big thing. But when I watched it about Justin Waller and even with Myron, they ran into some fans and stuff like that. And I was like, this is a great message. They're preaching positivity into masculinity, which I think is a good thing. Like they're going up to these men that are like following these guys because they follow some fans of like Justin Waller that he meets at like a coffee shop in Miami. And these guys are like, well, what are these guys teaching you? It's like, don't give up, work hard. Mental health isn't a thing. And I was like, I think mental health is a thing, but I think for some reason, a lot of people make a really big deal out of it. My whole thing on mental health is, it's like, just because you can put a description behind it doesn't justify that everybody else has to like go out of their way to make exceptions for you. Yeah, we all get sad. Yeah, we can get depressed, but you got to get out of it. As a man, you can't be depressed for like 10 years. You got to get out of that. I'll give you a little bit of time. Your brother passes away. Your mom, dad passes away. Your grandfather passes away. Somebody close to you passes away, something tragic happens. I mean, that's awful, and you do need your time to grieve, but also it's part of being a man to get over it. As much as that sucks, you got to get over it. You can't just let it eat you up and hold that as a crutch. That's why I say your past and the things that happen to you can either be a crutch or a springboard, and it's up to you what it does. So many guys and women let the past and trauma just be a crutch and say, well, what was me? I can't do anything about it, my brother stubbed his toe in 2nd grade and I'm just not the same person. Like, stop it, dude, stop it. You got to stop making excuses for yourself. You got to stop spitting this narrative that you're the victim in everything that happens to you. Like I always say, don't be the victim of your circumstances, be the hero of your opportunities. Shibata and I should have bought a Honda, put it on a t-shirt. But dude, a lot of the documentary I agreed with. Like Luis Theroux, I found out he was actually raised by a single mom who was very liberal and woke. So therefore, he leans that way. And now he has 2 sons that consume a lot of this manosphere content. And I think he's afraid he doesn't know how to control his boys that are trying to be ultra masculine. The only thing I don't really agree with a lot of the red pill guys is being promiscuous. I believe like if you're just chasing lust, it's really meaningless in my opinion. You're chasing just being with a lot of women. I'm like, cool. I did that when I was younger, and it kind of lost its appeal to me. Like instead of going out there and going on dates with other women, you could be doing something else. You could be spending time with your wife, your girlfriend, your kids, your dog. Like I would much rather go play fetch with Loki than go on a date with a stranger. That's just my opinion. But a lot of the messaging I thought was great. Work hard, be the best version of yourself, be in good shape, read, be smart, be resilient, be keen, impervious, noble, be groomed, look good, feel good, impact the people around you, be positive. I'm like, what's wrong with this? What's wrong with it? Like Louise Theroux was trying to like demonize a lot of this stuff, and I was like, bro, this is good stuff. That's why I was like, yesterday I was like, maybe I'm green pill. It's like, no, I think I'm still pretty red pill. I'm just not super extreme. Like, I'm not going to have a wife and girlfriends like Justin Waller. But a lot of the things that Justin Waller talks about, he's like, be successful, work hard, take care of your family, but he also likes to have fun. But he likes to have fun in his own way, which is cool. You know how I like to have fun? I like to go to the gun range. I like to go to an indoor driving range. I like doing that. I like playing pickleball. I like playing video games. That's kind of my outlet. So we all have our own outlets of fun. Everybody's just a little bit different, right? But the main point of the whole documentary was that it's bad to be a man. Like Louise Theroux was trying to like demonize these guys for being like masculine. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I don't think, if anything, I think we have too many men that don't want to be masculine. That's a big problem. We have like testosterone levels are plummeting right now. Testosterone levels in men. Like it's not looking good over time. Let's see here. Generational decline in testosterone levels observed. I need a graph. I'm slow. I need a graph. But compared to like the 1960s to now, like it's much lower, bro. It's much lower. Let's see. It looked like there was a graph here. All right, here we go. Total and calculated bioavailable T concentrations in men in the Massachusetts male aging study, 1987 to 1989. Median total testosterone 501. Median bioavailable testosterone 237. That tells me nothing. That tells me nothing. Is there anything that's like 1960 to today? Age-adjusted obesity rate. Well, look at this. This is also a big problem here. Good Lord, I don't want to save it as a PDF. Age-adjusted obesity rate, adults age 20 plus, 1988 to 2014. It's just getting worse and worse. We're getting fatter and fatter.
Big back, big back.
Testosterone levels are getting worse. We're getting bigger. But the overall message I got from the documentary was that it's okay to be a man. It's okay to be a man. Some of it may seem a little extreme to somebody that doesn't want to be manly and masculine. And Louise Theroux doesn't really give me that vibe. Like, he doesn't work out, doesn't go to the gym. He's not like a man's man. But from my understanding, he was raised by like a liberal woke woman, which it makes sense. But there's also a vicious cycle with this that I'm kind of noticing. A lot of like, and I'm even in this kind of vicious cycle. I was raised by a single mom. And men that are raised by single men, I think, typically lean towards the red pill more because they don't have a father figure. So they kind of overcompensate and think, oh, I need to be I need to be hyper masculine, because they don't have that figurehead of a man of what it should be. And so they don't see the gentle side of what a good leader can be. And in my opinion, and this is just me, a good leader's kind, a good leader's understanding. And that's also a masculine trait. A good leader's patient, right? I say there's 5 very basic things a man should have. The 5 basics: vision, ambition, strength, integrity, and compassion. I feel like a lot of these red pill manosphere guys don't have any compassion. They're like, well, I don't care if you're going through something. Figure it out. Like, dude, people go through things, and I've been through things. And it sucks. And it's okay to feel bad about some of these things and feel sad about some of these things, but you got to move on. Bad things happen to good people all the time. And so that was the overall message that I saw, that I was like, you know what? I don't think it's such a bad thing. Like, the red pill stuff is not a bad thing if it's helping these men. And then it was, like I said, it followed some fans. It followed some men that were actually a part of it. And they're like, I like these guys. I watch these guys all the time. And these guys were very much so like doing their best. They were at the gym, running on the beach, talking about, I'm not a victim. Nobody's coming to save me. I got to work hard. And I'm like, this is a great message. If anything, that's the message I want people to get, and not misogyny. And most of the guys that they met weren't like Now, some of the kids were like, F women. Like I think Sneeko ran into some kids or something like that, and they were like, F women. And I was like, oh my God. So I hope that's not the message I'm portraying to you guys, is that it's like F women. You know, I'm married, I have a child, and I have a daughter. And, you know, I was raised by a single mom. I love women. I just hate stupid women. Shots fired! But I also hate stupid men. I hate stupid people. I'm a delusion denier in every facet. I don't care if you're male or female. It doesn't matter to me. But overall, I thought the documentary actually promoted the manosphere more than it like chastised it. Now, the guy HS Tiki Taki, he was a little insane because he was going out and like promoting OF girls and then baiting pedos to meet him up and then like beat him up. Like, I was like, bro, this is too much. It was a lot of rage bait what he was doing, and he knows it's rage bait and he knows it has a negative impact, but yet he still does it. And to me, that's the big problem. Now, are some of my, even on YouTube, they're negative leaning, which I get because that's how you get clicks. People want negativity. And so I lean those towards negativity. But when I'm talking, my message isn't that. I'm not going out in public and antagonizing people. I'm not going out in public and, you know, calling women 304s. And I'm reacting to people that I'm seeing and then making my judgment on them as I see fit. So that was the thing with the HS Tiki Taki guys. That was like, he was doing a lot of things that I was like, man, this is wild to me, bro. This is absolutely wild. All right, let's get into some Twitter clips. Let's see here. Okay, what do we got? What is this?
This is my proof that I think that the population is...
Okay, why don't guys approach girls anymore?
This is my proof that I think that the population is gonna slowly decline, because I am in a room of like 100 men, and not one of them has approached. I just think men that...
I mean, well, to be fair, he kind of looked like Squidward. Shots fired! I'm not seeing it.
Day and age don't want to date.
Like, you look like if I took the hair off, your name would be Larry. I'm just saying, like, I don't know what it is about these shiny nickels that think they should be approached. Number 1, men don't want to be called creeps. Number 2, women choose the bear. Number 3, women told me not to approach. Number 4, very low success rate. Number 5, humiliation ritual. So it's like, it makes sense that, you know, men don't want to approach you. You know, it's, you know, duh. I saw this clip. I don't know if this is satire or not. My wife told the girl she met on Tinder that she can move in with us, and I found out when she showed up at the door. Chat, how mad would y'all be if this happened to you?
Hey, what are you doing? I thought you told me to come by. Yeah, not yet though. I haven't even talked about it. Who's staring at me?
She just showed up.
What fucking sense?
I'd be like, as long as we're sharing the coitus around.
I'm just gonna...
Who's this?
This is... Hi. Yeah, this is Victoria. I'm Victoria. So...
Who's Victoria?
So Victoria is the girl that I've been seeing on Tinder.
What the fuck, Brittany?
And she didn't have a place to stay, so I told her she can stay here. I was gonna talk to you about it first. It's only a little suitcase. It's just one. And look,
Is this a joke?
No, because I know you've always wanted a threesome, so...
What?
But we can all, like, stay in the same bed. As long as it's, like, mainly focused on us. Yes, like, it'll be mainly focused on us, but, like, you know, we'll give you some attention.
I feel like this is a joke.
It's not. It's not. This was supposed to happen. I was supposed to tell you, and then, you know, I don't know. It's just, like, I got sidetracked. You know I am. Nice to meet you.
This gotta be satire. There's no way. No way, bro. What's your body count?
What's your body count?
Okay, I'm in 5.
5 body count, okay. So how old are you? If I may ask?
25, but I lost my
That's actually not bad.
virginity when I was 22. So it's like a lot, but like...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your body count? But probably you don't know that.
It's 0.
It's 0?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
Shout
understand.
out.
Because I'm very young.
What's your body count? So I guess your body count is 0?
No, I have like a very small body count, but after I ended the...
What do you mean by very small? Very small is relative. 20, 30, 50? Where are we at? I just wanna know what your body count.
last relationship because of my faith, and I realized, of course, I have done bad things in my past, but at the end of the day, what counts is what God thinks of me.
No.
And now I can wait until the marriage, so yeah.
Wait until marriage, baby. You already gave that stuff up. No.
And of course, I have done bad things in my past, but at the end of the day, what counts is what God thinks of me.
No.
And now I can wait until the marriage, so yeah.
Wait until marriage, baby. You already gave that stuff up. Free sample at the mall now. What gains value with age and use? Let me give you a hint. It's nothing. Baby girl, waiting till marriage, you didn't wait already, so you can't, like, go back.
What's your body count?
She's a runner, she's a track star.
Thought it didn't matter, though.
A range?
A range. Okay, something between 20 and 30.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
Okay. What's your body count?
Like, I only have one boyfriend. Yeah.
What's your body count?
I don't want to answer that.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
Me neither.
Smart girl.
Yeah. But it's somewhere between 5 and 10.
Okay, that's
okay. That's actually
appropriate. The same range?
Oh, hers is definitely more. Hers is she got those eater eyes. You know what I mean, definitely more. There was a point in the Manosphere documentary where they were talking about body count, and they brought up like this neuroscientist that talks about it, and talks about how semen can get into, I think it's bone marrow and DNA, and something about like how you could have a child with this woman years later, and the kid ends up looking like an ex. I don't know the validity of that. The only one I'll go by is Dr. Helen Fig body count, like this study. Let's see here. The Jay Teachman study. Let's see here. 80% chance she stays married if she's a virgin. 39% chance she stays married if she's had 3 partners. 29% chance she stays married with 6 to 10 partners. 18% chance she stays married with 16 to 20 partners. 96% of women who have told 20 or more, or who have had 20 or more lovers, never get married. So I think this Dr. Helen Fig, Harvard University, I don't know if that's actually the person. I think Jay Teachman was the one that did the study. So that's my whole thing. Is if the likeliness that you'll stay with me if you have a high body count is much lower, because comparison's the thief of joy, right? And I feel like these women with higher body counts, and put a 1 in the chat if you agree, these women with high body counts, they have do-better syndrome and the Frankenstein curse, where they think that, oh, I could do a little bit better. Or the Frankenstein curse is always, well, Jason, the past guys I had all these awesome qualities. I want the next guy to have all these awesome qualities and more. That's the problem. That's why men typically go for younger women. There's less trauma, less mileage. They're easier to please. How many women in their late 30s and stuff are just like, I need a man that does this. I can pay my own bills, so he's got to pay my own bills. He's got to do this. Like, I got to be Superman. I got to be your Superman. I don't want to be Superman, baby girl. I just want to be Peter Parker without the freaking suit on. I want to be Clark Kent without the Superman suit on. I want to just be a regular dude. And when you've been with a lot of guys, it's really hard to please you. Really tough to please you. Ain't that right, Lokes? Loki, free. Sit. Shake. Get that sleep out of your eye. Yeah, I gotta get that sleep out of your eye. Free. Very place. Alright, what is this clip? My boyfriend's about to break up with me because of my body count. What do we got?
My boyfriend's gonna break up with me because of my body count. So
Run it back.
My boyfriend's gonna break up with me because of my body count. So I'm 20 years old and I have a body count of 31, which I know is
God.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
Really bad. 31 is horrible. My body count should not be that high. When I was younger, unfortunately, I had a really bad hoe phase and I did what I did, and I can't undo that. Anyways, I'm very honest about my body count. I'm not gonna lie to someone and say, yeah, my body count's only 10 or something, because that's just not what it is, and I don't want to lie to people. So I told him when I first started talking to him, I was like, hey, like, my body count is 30, and if I have sex with you, it will be 31. And he was like, oh, it's that high? I was like, yeah, does that bother you? Like, I completely understand. We don't have to get into a relationship if that's how it is. I just won't sleep with you. Like, I'm not that type of person anymore. It didn't bother him. We started dating, and then...
I'm not that type of person anymore. I love it. Last dude paid $1 for this Big Mac, and I got to pay 30.
Like 2 weeks after dating, we had sex, and we've been dating now for about 3 weeks. And he just texted me, like, we were on FaceTime, and he just hung up on me. And I was like, what the fuck? And then he texted me this long paragraph saying that he thinks that what I've done is disgusting, and that he doesn't think he can be with me, but he'll talk to me tomorrow about it later in the day. It's 3:44 p.m. No warning of that. I don't know if I should cry or, like, not care. Like, it's only been 3 weeks, but, like, I do really like him. I appreciate his company a lot. And so it's just kind of like, irritating because I'm about to go away for 7 months, and I've expressed to him, like, hey, I'm gonna miss you, you know, like, we haven't been dating that long, and then majority of our relationship will be I'm gone already. And now I think he's gonna break up with me, which fucking sucks, but also at the same time, like, do I give a fuck enough to like, actually care? Like, he's a great person, and I like him. That's obviously why I'm trying to, like, pursue something long-term with him.
This is the problem, though. This is the problem. It's that there's no badge of honor for a man to take out a 304.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
Imagine you're going out somewhere with this chick, and a dude walks up, Rebecca, hey baby. And you're like, who's that? And you're like, it's a guy I used to date. You walk out, you keep going around, Rebecca, what's going on? Who's that? That's another guy. You look like a freaking schmuck. You look like an idiot. I had a buddy that went out on a date with a chick. He went to a bar, some club with her, and he's like, yeah, dude, like, we went to the club together, and like, she knew the bouncers, she knew all the bartenders, she knew everybody, bro. I was like, brother, that's not good. You don't want Miss Popular getting picked up by the bouncer, high-fiving the bartenders. That means she's bucked. Been getting buck like a dadgum chicken coop. Buck. Not a good thing. Needless to say, I told him, and he didn't listen, and then she broke up with him. I was like, bro, I told you so. Ain't that right, Lokes?
Won't they do?
But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It was good to have you guys out, man. Until next time. Peace.